Do you remember that game Blizzard made about characters with different set of abilities who must compete in death games on various maps with specific gimmicks on each of them, and great emphasis on team cooperation and synergy? Oh no, the dead one. You can think whatever you want about Heroes of the Storm, how the absence of individual leveling and item builds makes gameplay loop superficial, how making a lot of maps with simple objectives on each of them, instead of one more complex map, packed with opportunities which reward different style of play, causes game to be more repetitive. How learning curve could feel much lower because of that, and it creates this feeling that you never improve from game to game, which forces you to ask yourself, why do I keep playing? But what you cannot take away from HOTS is that it at least tried to be something new. During times when everyone tried to profit from the popularity of MOBA games, Blizzard not just copied Dota, or that other one. They made an effort to take an established genre and put their own spin on it. And trying to create something new is for sure much more than today's Blizzard is willing to do. Because today they are more concerned about reselling old games to people who spent the best years of their lives playing these same games, and trying to convince everyone that Diablo 4 was definitely in the development for a long time now. We are totally not panicking and doing damage control after the appalling disaster that was last year's BlizzCon. Believe us when we are saying that Diablo 4 will surely come out by the end of 2030. Probably. We hope. Okay, buddy, don't quote us on that, okay? All of that doesn't leave a lot of space for innovations. You could argue that HOTS wasn't much of innovation in the first place, and more of your typical MOBA clone, just stripped down to its most basic, simple elements. And to that I'll say, you're probably correct, but this game still has its place in my heart. I never was good at it, far from it, and I definitely never thought about becoming a professional HOTS player. Thank God for that. However, it still makes me sad to see how this game never got any attention, and today it is played by the total amount of 3.5 people. I don't know. Maybe with age I'm just getting softer and overfilled with nostalgia about times when the grass was greener and there wasn't any feeling of existential dread and inescapable fear of tomorrow in the air. For me, HOTS always felt like a MOBA which doesn't take itself too seriously. This game feels more like a little party video game that you play with your friends just to relax. It never was the ultra competitive give it 100% or don't even try it scrub type of a game. And although this makes it a horrible peak for esports, and definitely one of the reasons why people moved on from it so quickly, I still cannot disregard HOTS as a bad video game. I guess what I'm clumsily trying to say is that unlike all others, 5 vs 5, 3 lanes, top down, who's your friends type of games, HOTS was actually fun. And it is important to understand that fun is not a word which gets used very often when discussing MOBA games. When your friends talk about their favorite Dota 2 clone, you may hear words like skill ceiling, map awareness, overpowered champions, depression, meta builds, but very rarely someone mentions having fun. It's like MOBAs are games where fun is optional, and that is a very bizarre concept for me, because why do we play video games? To escape the loneliness and mundanity of our grey and interesting lives combined with the weight of our unrealized ambitions, which echo in our mind like a silent scream for help which no one else besides us can hear, and which gets only quieter and quieter with age, due to us slowly realizing that no one could help us, and that we were alone right from the very beginning. Buddy, are you okay? No, we play video games to have fun, and it is hard for me to judge someone who just tried to bring more fun in a genre which is characterized by its hate towards everything that could make you even slightly enjoy your time. So, should you give HOTS another try right now? Absolutely, most certainly not. Because unlike fine wine, HOTS didn't get better with time, and issues that were present from day one are still very much infesting the game. The most glaring one is how uninspired every character feels like. If you come to this game without any prior knowledge about the role of other Blizzard games, you will have a hard time distinguishing one muscular dude in space armor from another, and how this typical demon from hell is completely different from this typical demon from every generic fantasy ever created. Fresh meat! This game was never perfect, and it will never be. The prime time of MOBAs is over. Times when every single computer science graduate tried to become the next multimillionaire by making another version of the same Warcraft 3 mode is gone like a morning mist. But here it stands, in front of all of us, with all of its imperfections, unrealized ambitions, beauty that is hidden deep down inside, the relic of the times, the child of greed and passion, game that is a beautiful mess.
My chest, where all of